Now to your top 10 headlines in just 2 minutes. Today, the California Senate passed Governor Gavin Newsom's plan to penalize oil companies for the high profits they're making off California drivers. Now the bill is headed to the Assembly and could be on the governor's desk by next week.
Journalists were joined by onlookers and protesters outside a Lower Manhattan courthouse as a grand jury decides whether to indict former President Donald Trump. A person familiar with proceedings says the grand jury may hear from another witness.
One person was killed by an FBI agent this morning in Houston during a hostage rescue. All hostages were safely rescued and no agents were hurt.
A wild story out of Queens, New York. A fisherman checking out Jamaica Bay ahead of fishing season, finding a total of 14 handguns and 3 rifles inside a plastic bag. He reported it to police, who recovered the weapons. Police don't yet know who they belong to.
Fish can detect fear in other fish and become afraid too. That according to a study published today. Researchers found the reaction is regulated by the same brain chemical that covers the capacity for empathy in humans.
The US and Canada have reached a deal that'll allow both countries to divert asylum seekers at their borders. As part of the deal, Canada will create a new legal refugee program for 15,000 migrants fleeing violence or economic problems in Central and South America, easing the burden on the US.
A federal appeals court has blocked President Joe Biden's order that federal employees get vaccinated against COVID-19. The case will likely go to the Supreme Court.
A 3-day strike by workers in the Los Angeles Unified School District is scheduled to wrap up, but it's not immediately clear today if any progress has been made in negotiations for higher pay for teachers' aides, bus drivers, custodians, and other support staff in the country's second largest school system. Teachers joined the picket lines in solidarity.
More than 1 million people protested across France, some violently, over unpopular pension reforms. The French president wants to raise the retirement age from 62 to 64. Unions want more protests next week to coincide with King Charles' planned visit.
For the first time, autism is being diagnosed more frequently in Black and Hispanic children than in white kids in the U.S. The CDC estimates 1 in 36 children who were age 8 in 2020 had autism. That is up from 1 in 44 2 years earlier. And those are your top 10 headlines in just 2 minutes.